everybody, welcome back to Wiseman Company. I'm Ben.
And I'm Noah.
Today we're doing a very cool review from the range, so disregard the gunshots in the background. We're okay, everything's alright. If it gets a little noisy, bear with us, but we wanted to do this review from the range. This is on the NeoMag, which is a very cool product coming out of Ohio, the great state of Ohio, our neighbors. And what it is a magazine carrier for your pocket.
Yeah, and it's phenomenal. It's a way to be able to carry a spare magazine sort of incognito. You don't really see it. Looks more like you're carrying a flashlight or a pocket knife. Has a really deep titanium pocket clip. It really grabs onto your pocket. Almost impossible to yank out of your pocket, honestly. And works with nearly every factory magazine out there, different sizes that are available. Both Ben and I run the Glocks, and so we're running a medium-sized NeoMag. It does need to be factory magazines because Glock uses the steel liners, and that's what really sets this NeoMag apart from the other options that are out there for pocket carrier, in that it actually uses a very strong rare earth magnet to grab a hold of that steel liner and hold that magazine solidly in your pocket. It doesn't move around at all unless you want it.
Yep, because a lot of the issue of carrying in your pocket is, okay, well, am I going to grab something else out with it? Is the pocket clip or the pocket holster going to come out with the magazine? With this NeoMag, that is not going to happen. In fact, Noah always says he wishes more flashlight and knife pocket clips were like this titanium clip because they're so robust.
Yeah, Greg, if you're listening, you should be making clips for everyone. Everyone.
This clip just holds onto your pocket so well. It is made out of titanium, it's light.
It also has a little, I want to call it a glue dot. It's like a little rubber glue dot. Those can wear over time. Greg does, NeoMag does have replacements for those. So far I've been running mine consistently for almost 2 months now. I've had no issue. It is never pulled out of my pocket. It's almost impossible to get it in my pocket. That's how tight it grabs.
Yep, and over at NeoMag they have a little trick for getting it in your pocket because the pocket clip is so tight, and all you're going to do is pinch, if you can see that on the clip right there, and that gives you a little bit of space to slide it in your pocket. Works wonders. Helped me out a lot. Let's get into the functionality of this a little bit. A lot of people out there will say, oh, well, carrying a spare magazine in your pocket is not viable.
I was of the school that I often didn't carry a spare magazine. Again, because of my frame size, you know, a lot of you out there tell me I need to do more push-ups and things like that, but the reality is I'm just a small guy at the end of the day. And so for me, carrying that stuff on my belt, like, you can start to really see all of those things. And so this was the first time that I've seriously been able to carry a spare mag consistently in nearly any situation that I've been in that I've had my firearm with me.
Yep.
As far as functionality goes, it's worked flawlessly. I've carried it with both with all three magazines, 17, 19, 26, and actually a 26 magazine with a extended
plus five
Terran Tactical base pads on it. Now, with the Terran Tactical base pads, it does stick out of your pocket, so it is a little bit more noticeable. I will say that it does make the reloads a little bit easier.
More to grab onto.
But at the same time, it actually what it does is it makes it more like a normal reload from a holster or from a regular mag carrier versus the way that you're supposed to reload from the NeoMag.
So a typical reload from what I do is I'm indexing, grabbing a magazine, inserting it. Usually it's more of a pointer finger type deal because I'm indexing the magazine. With the NeoMag, what you need to do is you actually kind of have to pinch it. You got to slide those fingers down your pant leg and pinch and insert. That way you get it. If you try to just slap it against your leg and pull it out, it'll come out, but just not as fast as if you would go down and pinch it to pull it to reload.
Yeah, what happens is if you try, in the first few times that you do reloads with these, it's exactly what's going to happen, and you're going to end up sort of grabbing the clip or your pocket because you're trying to reload, you know, sort of like this. And you really need to go in like pinch your fingers, and you go right down in and you come out. It is a little bit more of an awkward reload simply because you don't have a hold of the magazine like you do with a standard where your whole hand is around it. So you're really only grabbing it with these 2 fingers. So it's a little bit more, you really do need to practice it. But I mean, it works. And again, for a concealed carry situation, it really works well.
Yeah, in fact, we timed some of our runs after using the NeoMag a little bit compared to the standard way of carrying a spare magazine on your belt inside the waistband. And honestly, times were right about the same.
Yes.
If you practice with the NeoMag, like anything, you need to put time on the product.
Yeah, and none of these drills that we ran, some of the stuff that you'll see today, we have some other footage of me running this with a lot of the regular drills that we do. And especially today, we weren't trying to burn down the house. We wanted to get a nice, consistent feel. And while I will say that if you are reloading from a standard belt magazine carrier, it's faster. If you are of the thought process of carrying an inside the waistband magazine carrier, I really think that this is just as fast, and in some cases I think if you practice it's faster because the magazine is just easier to access than if you're pulling up your shirt and trying to pull out a magazine.
Yeah, and again, the NeoMag might not be for everyone, but I 100% believe it's a viable option. For those of you that have been carrying a spare mag on your belt and don't want to learn a new technique or just set in your ways, that's fine. Carry that spare mag however you can. But for some of you that have been trying to figure out another way, a more convenient way to carry a spare magazine, I would highly recommend checking out the NeoMag.
Yeah, where I'm going to say that I can see this shining, I'm getting ready to pick up a Glock 43, and for those little single stack pocket pistols, if you will, I mean, I can't imagine a better way of carrying it. I know so many of my friends who have like the 42s or LCPs, and they carry around their mags in their pockets, and they get all kinds of, like, they're just flopping around in there, they're in their back pocket, and they're flipping around for them. That's where I'm really excited to get the 43 and to practice with that, because it'll lie a little bit flatter, the single stack. I just think it's going to be amazing. One other thing, the only downside I can see for you Glock people out there, not so much with a lot of the other without a lot of the other firearms, the other handguns that are out there, is that for the Glock you do have to have the factory mags in order to use this. And that's because the magnet grabs that steel liner that's in them, and nobody else uses the steel liner. Your ETS mags don't, your Magpul mags, you know. So if all of your spares are of the polymer nature and they're not factory, unfortunately the NeoMag isn't going to work for you. Not a huge downside, but just something that you should be aware of.
Yep. Alright guys, so that's the NeoMag. We hope you enjoyed this video. As always, hit that like button, share the video with your buddies. Leave us a comment or a question below. We want to hear from you. We want to engage with you. And if you go check out NeoMag through the link below, go tell Greg that Wise Men Company sent you. They're doing great things over there. Noah, anything else to add?
Yep, I mean, if you've made it this far in the video, we appreciate it. If this is your first time with us, take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We really do appreciate you guys following us. It helps us to continue to be able to do these videos. Remember, here at Wise Men Company, we're all about being prepared, being armed, being informed, and being involved. So make sure that you let us know what you think and how we can better serve you guys.
See you guys in the next video.
See ya.